In this video, I'm going to show how I make Lego minifigures into Adventure Time characters, specifically the princesses. This is the Flame Princess and the dress that I made, and I'm going to show how that was made by taking my old Princess Bubblegum. She is made with standard pieces, and I'm going to make a new body for her. Now the tools I'll need would be a pair of cutting pliers, or snippers, and some small craft files. And I use a quick drying putty. So I start with a small cylinder and then take two of these converter pieces, flat pieces that will convert 2 to 1, because the body is going to go in the middle of the cylinder and it won't stay on there the way it is, so you will need 2 of these flat pieces. So the first thing you need to do is cut the corners off of these pieces to make it fit the round shape, and then do the other side like that. Then take a file and start working the rough edges off, getting it into the shape that you want. And eventually you'll get it down to a more cone-like dress shape. But before completing that, you're going to wrap the body with some of this putty, mighty putty. Work it with your hands. It dries very hard and very quickly. So you just can wrap that around the body, let it dry, and then file the shape of the body. For the hair, I take some putty before it dries and flatten it out into the shape that I want. This is how I made Marceline's hair and Ice King's beard also. And then once that is dry, it's going to stick it onto the back of the princess's head with some glue. Then I take some spackling, but you could use caulk, and you just fill in the cracks to smooth it out. Now the cylinder is a little too round for the princesses, so what I do is I cut the piece in the front, and then take some pliers and just kind of flatten it down, squeezing it a little bit so that it is shaped more like a dress. When it's all done, you can fill in the cracks with some more spackling. When that's dry, I take my files and just begin shaping it the way that I want. Then I sand it to make it a little smoother. And here I've taken a small bit of mighty putty, very thin piece, and I'm wrapping it on the head to make her crown a little more three-dimensional. And you can use this technique for different accessories and details. I use the file to make the skinny arms and the puffy sleeves. And when it's all put together, I just take some acrylic paint and paint it the way that I want. And when it's all finished, here we have 2 dresses and a robe made the same way.